What is up, everybody? To Webverse TV here today. So, as the article says, it says Sony is facing a class action lawsuit alleging that the PS5 DualSense controller is defective due to drift, and the company was aware of the problem without disclosing it. So, this PS5, like I said before, like these both the next generation consoles should have probably been delayed. This is kind of some a-hole part. Sony is looking like a humongous a-hole company right now because they released this console and released this controller, knowing that this controller is gonna have problems. Because apparently they knew about this whole the controller, the drift with the controller. Because I even did a video on my channel about how my PS5 controller it wasn't working properly. I had that drift issue as well, so I had to do some you could say somewhat shady practices. I bought a new controller from Walmart and switched it out with the one that didn't work. Pretty sure Walmart is a-okay because they're a $1 billion company. So I don't think they really care like that. But yeah, that definitely sucked that I had to do that to begin with. Because it's like, um, yeah, it's like this guy's kind of trash that they released this console and not released this console with the controller issues like this. So yeah, this is not good whatsoever, Sony. Why would you release a console? Why would you release a system? System with the controller not working properly, you know, having issues. So, yes, people are suing Sony right now. So, it's like the same thing Nintendo had with their issue with their controller, because they had the Joy-Con drift issue as well. So, same thing with Sony DualSense controllers, the same issue as well. So, let's see the responses people are having to this because I'm pretty sure a lot of people are not happy with Sony right now. A lot of people love Sony because of the exclusive games, but they're not with these business practices they have been doing lately. Especially like with the price increase, the $70 now. You still don't have the external SSD support. That's a lot of things wrong with this PS5 that a lot of people are really angry about with Sony. So let's read some of these comments. Maybe if the PS5 wasn't a S console altogether, people would buy it. So glad I'm saving my money. So this person is not happy. LMAO, this comment came from way in left field. You live under a rock. Where besides your imagination did you get info to back up such a claim? I can't believe in the first comment college your BS. Thank you for what I got to share with others. Okay. You won't have any statistics of these failing. I had two since launch and they've been flawless. I wish I had that luck. Less than 1% have zero evidence, but I also know zero people would drift them. Well, that's not true. You might know zero people, but like I can personally, my stuff is on YouTube already. I put the video up where my stuff wasn't working. It's like I tried to play Outer Worlds and the controller just kept going to the left. I couldn't even play the game. Haven't encountered any problems with it, but it was a very hard controller to be comfortable with. Definitely one of the worst I've ever used. PS5 is the most unreliable half-baked console on the market right now. Pathetic, lol. I do get the half-baked part. Like it's definitely not completely finished. It's definitely like yeah, a lot of components of the PS5 is not finished yet. And the Xbox Series X and S have controller problems, broken games, overheating, no audio drift, and more. Same goes for the Switch. I don't know. As a controller, Xbox as the Xbox Series X and S have been having that many issues. I haven't really seen any issues like that. I personally don't think it's as bad as Nintendo. Both my Switch controllers drift horribly, but my DualShock has no problems. If Nintendo gets away with it and Sony doesn't, I'll be pissed. I know that me not having problems doesn't mean it's not existent. Lawsuits everywhere. Class action lawsuits against drifting joysticks on Xbox controllers continue with a main complaint. So even Xbox is having the same issue. What's up with these new companies? So it seems like all three of these companies are having issues with the whole drifting issues on the controllers. It's definitely, it's like they make hardware. It's like they make hardware for a living. It's not like this isn't their first rodeo with making controllers. Why have all these companies having issues with controller drifting? Doesn't make any sense to me. There are no copying the Joy-Con, bro. Joy-Cons don't have haptic feedback. Stick drift is a problem across all consoles these days. Why is that? Um, Xbox controller has more stability and strength. This is not just a PlayStation 5. So many people have this problem with the PS5. Sony was filing lawsuits against companies making PS5 faceplates. How the tables have turned. been prevalent on PS4 for a long time. I don't know are they doing, only now are they doing about it. So this issue was happening on the PS4 too. I didn't know that. I never had any issues with my PS4 controller. Only came in to read how the Sony fanboys turn onto hate other consoles so they won't admit their system may have some faults. So attack to defend it, like clockwork. Yeah. It's like I don't understand why you wouldn't admit that the PS5 has issues with it. It's just stupid. Honestly, all console controllers that have the stick drift should be sued. I effing hate having to buy a new controller because of stick drift. Yeah, because it just forces the consumers to buy these new controllers when it's the company. It's an issue that the company had problem. It's a company issue. So it's kind of mess up. The consumers have to have to carry that burden. So that sucks. PlayStation hold this L. So we're just gonna ignore Xbox Elite controls it. I'm mad it turns into some fanboy wars in the comment section. Like people are making legit complaints that PlayStation this is a messed up issue with PlayStation, and that didn't turn into some fanboy stuff. This is just ridiculous. I'm just gonna stick with my PC. It'll allow more power console players though. I have never had an issue with stick drift on any controller. Naturally, the only time it happened was when it knocked my controller off my stand with doing Reno work. So y'all just need to take better control, take better care of your controllers. I don't think that's the. I think people are having legit issues with their controllers. Like I can testify to that. This should also be the case with the Xbox One controllers. I buy 4 controllers a year because the left analog stick always get drift. Wow. I'm glad the scalpers got all the S1s. Let them keep their $1,000 console drifting as PS5s. I'm waiting to get the new Xbox. That would suck if you bought a console from a scalper and you got a controller that doesn't work properly. That definitely would suck. Yeah, so I'm gonna conclude it right here. People are not happy with this whatsoever. Um, yeah, this is just not happy. I don't think the consumer should bear this burden, especially with Sony knew all along that their controllers had issues and they still released the PS5 anyway. That's a real messed up practices right there. But hey, I guess money is all that matters to some of these big companies. So I'll leave it as that. Definitely see the comments down below about the situation. Leave a like for this video as always. Thanks for watching and peace.